Yo, what up? We are about to go live. More to the story. My family's here. My sister Dana and my brother Irvin. Of course, Farron is here.
But say, and also me.
Okay.
Yes.
What'd you just say, Dana? You feel like what?
I feel like I have the Beyonce complex. You know, my voice is soft and it's nice, and I'm pretty as hell. You know, I'm cute as a button. But then when I'm speaking, it's ghetto as fuck.
Like you started to lose me at the soft and pretty.
Yeah.
But then when you said ghetto as fuck, I was like, yes.
I see where we're going with this.
So we're going live. Everyone else can see this
First of all,
possibly
Farron agrees
Wednesday
with me.
or
Soft and
next
pretty.
Wednesday, depending on when this episode comes out. But if you want to watch it live, the only way to watch it live is to join the Patreon. You still got time right now. The link is in my bio. Go ahead and do that. Holla at your boy. Peace.
That was quick.
Oh, that's fast. Sheesh.
I hear this, Amir.
No, that's that.
I'm just-
Turn
Can
that
you
speaker
put-
off for me.
Okay.
This is the power button.
He
so
can weed.
smart.
He can weed.
He can find the power button.
You just press it once. You don't have to hold it. Just press it once.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
There we go. Oh, that's fancy. That might be
It does
developing
when
legs.
it's told.
Right.
We're not used to electronics doing no
Yeah,
shit
not
like
at
that.
all. My electronics are the devil.
All right, we ready.
Because you've been buying them from Wish.com.
Got a whole studio set up in my house.
He is
You don't
a
get them
Microphones.
Groupon electronics out of
Who
here.
needs a name on their microphone? Fuck you talking about?
It just say microphone
It's
on the
a
box.
It says Mike.
It's 6 months later. He's like, I got all my Wish.com packages. Bitch, when did you order
I had to
this?
postpone the production for 6
Right.
months. But it's done.
Right.
The fact this nigga said it just say mic. You don't even say microphone. That's cheap as fuck,
I
man.
can't afford the phone part. Or the
Oh,
mic, or the
God.
crow.
You're like, they took $20 off because I told them I didn't need
I don't
the
need the mic.
phone part.
Right. They told me it didn't work better.
They don't
with
even
the
say
phone
aux cord, it
program.
just say plug in here. Stick in hole.
Oh
That
my
can go so
God.
many places.
Yeah, cause
Call me what you won't call me unhorny.
that's not. That's
I
not
know,
a
that
thing.
makes sense.
That's not a thing.
That makes no sense.
Hey guys, welcome back to more to the
Oh,
story.
we started?
Oh, we
Yeah.
started.
We always
Oh,
do a
Amir, I said, tell me when you...
He did say it.
Oh,
He said,
man,
y'all
I
oh,
didn't
listen.
hear.
shit.
Well, if Irvin just shut up.
I'ma
Hi,
shut up.
welcome
Hey.
back for another episode of More to the Story. I'm Farron Moore.
I'm to hear more, and we got some very special guests in the house.
Special guest.
We got my sister in the house. This is Dana Kelly. She is a business owner, a mother, an ex-wife of 6.
Of 6.
An ex-wife of like 3.
She said like 3. Give or
It's
take.
like 3.
One don't count.
Give or take.
Yeah, give or take.
and we also have my brother in the house post-op. This is Sir Irvin.
Thank you.
Carry one.
This is my brother from another mother, man. He's an amazing actor, accomplished screenwriter, author, and just all around dope person, ladies and gentlemen. These are the two people
An
who I
Amazon
lean on the
employee
most
of the
outside
month.
of my wife.
Amazon employee
Yeah.
of the month.
And Wish.com shopper of the year. If you don't give my accolades out, motherfucker, give them out right.
Proper.
It is Irvin's birthday, so obviously we are on a great level. We just left brunch. We
Yes.
had shots of 1942. And Farron came up with a great game. See, Irvin
Yes.
and
so
Dana know me
I
from.
wanna,
Let me just.
I wanna
Okay,
explain the
you can
but
do that.
don't you tell the rules
I
to the
won't
game.
tell the rest of it.
Okay, go ahead.
This is why we typically don't drink before we start the show. But yeah, we got a game because Irvin and Dana know me from my college days. So back then in St. Louis, you know, I wasn't. Everybody didn't respect Tahir as a name. They call me by my government name. So
Okay.
Farron came up with this game.
No.
Go ahead, tell
It's
them
a
the
game.
No.
What's
So
the
you
game?
guys,
I already get where it's
What?
going.
Where is it going?
you
Every
know,
time we say Rob name, entire name.
Ah, so go ahead, say it.
so every time they call to hear Rob, we got to take a shot.
No.
Oh man, I'm gonna be
I'm
shooting
not gonna make it
all
through this
day.
It's a collective shot, though. We all have to take one. So
Oh.
you're
Oh,
ruining it
okay.
for
No, wait,
everybody.
wait, no, I
Because
didn't-
we're not going to say it, so that's not fair.
Yeah, this ain't for us. This they shit. They need to get their shit in order. Why do we gotta suffer just because they don't know how to act?
The rules are the rules to hear.
The rules were made today, nigga. They
Listen to
can...
hear. The rules are the rules.
If we say that, we never gonna not say it, Mr. Tahir.
Mr. Tahir.
Nah, I'm gonna get them. All right, so I'll just take out the little
It's a collective
little
shot.
funk
Like we
ass
all.
cups right
Y'all
now.
ain't shit for this.
You
Yeah, you
guys
might
are
as well take
ruining
'em
it
out.
for everybody if you do it.
Okay,
Well,
so
I just want to be the first one to ruin it because I'm gonna tell you what, drinking with Rob and Kool-Aid.
go ahead, give me the whiskey over there, and y'all got the.
Rob,
the
Oh, you
Just
forgot
drinks,
to
that's
grab the
two.
whiskey.
Mix these drinks with Kool-Aid. And what was the name of that juice that comes in the
Drink.
Drink. What? It was drink.
Drink.
He expected me.
And me.
First of all, I've been here since I was 7. And I've been since I was 12. And so what I'm not going to do is have my alcohol with drink.
With drink.
Let me
Just
tell y'all
drink.
something. Kels may be the most bougetto person I've ever met.
Bougette. I forgot that was a
bougette
was a
word,
word.
but it's
Let me tell
very
you something.
accurate.
2006 call.
tell
It
you
is
something.
very accurate.
I remember the first time that Dana came to LA to visit me with her ex husband at the time. And they had the money to fly. But these, I'm not even gonna say Negroes, these niggas drove to LA so they could keep their guns on them.
Facts.
It was the most St. Louis shit I had ever witnessed in my life. You have more than enough money to fly out here. But they drove to LA from St. Louis, which is approximately 2,400 miles, so they could keep a
Facts.
fucking arsenal. And then
Isn't that like a 26-hour drive?
First
Yeah.
of
It's
all,
20
in all fairness, the gun laws were different then.
Facts. These are
And
facts.
we couldn't fly them in at the time. And so we can legally own them, but we couldn't fly them in with us at the time. And of course, we're from St. Louis. Yes, we still park.
hold on now. Get your mic.
Okay.
'Cause I
So
don't-
yes, we're from St. Louis, so we travel with our weapons, and we also pull back into our parking spots because you never know when things are about to
If it
pop
pop off. These are facts.
Baby, is that why you always park
Yes.
backwards?
Yes.
Yes. So
Yeah.
if
See,
anything
I
pops
grew
off, you
up
can always
so
take off fast.
sheltered
Let me get
that was never a thing
No,
for me.
no,
I'm
no.
It's your
Bird-
birthday
and
too,
I
little
didn't
mama. Come on.
understand why he did it.
I don't know why you acting like that.
I just started doing it in our place now because it's just easier for when I want to
Now
leave.
somebody gets the dump and you can
No,
dip.
yeah. you
And
could
the
dip.
way our
Like
garage
in
is
the
set
midst
up
of
is just
bullet
easier.
fire, in
Okay.
the midst of spray.
Are we already taking a shot?
Well,
Did
yeah,
that
because she
count?
started. Yes,
Oh,
yes,
I
because this
did.
was your idea. Since you wanted to do it like everybody's off us.
Let me humbly apologize for whatever come out of my mouth after these shots.
That's the thing. That's the whole
We got to
thing.
make sure we get the ass out before
Bless
this
'em.
nigga starts talking. Okay,
All
so
right.
I do want to point out that
This is
Success.
not. Can you point out that this is
Not smooth.
42?
it's not 42. No,
Okay.
we don't
I'm
have a
upset
bottle.
that you expected it again.
I did.
Let me tell you, them shots.
We
this
have
shot,
her
we had the
spoiled.
42 at the restaurant, so you know we
And we had
paid
it
the
at the
price
house
of a
last
bottle.
time she came.
Yeah, we paid the price of a bottle at the restaurant. We could have got a bottle, but
Mm-hmm.
you know, Irvin wanted to have a birthday today, so I had to oblige.
Yeah.
Excuse my mother's ratchet vagina for
I,
pushing me out on
exactly.
this day.
Of all the ratchetness in St. Louis, and we don't
Stupid
talk,
uterus?
yeah,
Yes.
you talking about a
Excuse
you
my
talking
That's
about
what I
a
was thinking. You said
Ratchet
it, but-
vagina?
you talking about a raggedy womb? Look no further.
First of all, Rob is
Y'all
Tahir
homo
is
bars
not.
Oh, he said it again.
God
All
damn it!
Poor
You
son.
said it again. Get your
First of all,
Get
y'all
your
not
healthy
about
ass
to
back
do
here.
Miss Calvin in my presence. Her womb.
So your mama's womb got
My
bars
mother-
on the window?
My mother womb was named after Tahir's Morse mouth. So
How so?
both of them caught semen at one point in time in their
Okay,
life.
first of all,
Okay, what you won't do,
What you can't do,
my bag.
what you can't do is laugh
Yes, I
and then
can.
defend.
That's the only way I operate.
wait a minute, you
But-
laugh first?
She
I
laughed hard.
definitely
Sis,
did. I definitely did.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
But
I'm trying
I
not to do this to you,
still,
sis, but you laugh.
Hard.
but
I apologize for nothing.
I can fight while I'm laughing.
Let me also say this.
You can catch
Listen.
heads while I'm laughing.
So the time that Dana did drive out here with her ex, with the guns,
Yeah.
I rode back with him, and it was the most ridiculous thing because on my shift I was playing old school music, and
Oh, remember you told me about it.
I would do intros and outros to the songs
Yes.
like a radio announcer. I was like,
Yeah.
that was Luther Vandross.
He was.
Never
He
too
was.
much. Thank you guys for sticking around. This is K Jams on
That's fucking hilarious.
106.8. Next up, we got Teddy Pendergrass with Turn Off the
Yes.
Lights.
It was so entertaining.
That's hilarious.
To
But
me, though.
Right, hold on, but listen. It was so entertaining for the first 4 hours.
Okay, yeah, that's true. That's true.
And then around hour 5, it's like, my nigga, you gonna do this the
whole
whole time?
It's
Yes.
a legit 26-hour
Nigga,
drive.
I live and
That's
die in the
26
bit,
hours.
and I did it the entire time I was driving.
Well,
I
can
would've
I say
shot
this?
you.
It is a legit 26 hours, but sis got us there in what, bro?
We did it in 21 hours.
21,
that's what's up.
22.
I didn't do it by
What
myself.
the hell? Y'all was in a Men in Black car?
First of all,
You hit
Listen.
100.
first of all, I'm Trill.
Yeah.
Help your friend. He got something in his beard.
What's wrong? What you got in your
don't
beard?
know.
And
Don't
then-
pull my gray hair. It's only
So
one.
Jesus.
on that trip, I also want to announce that we almost got killed at a Jack in the Box, or robbed at a Jack in the
Oh
Box.
my God!
Please
Let me
tell us
this
the-
story
yes,
because
please.
Rob. I mean,
Yes! Listen, actually, wait. I just want to point out this is actually supposed to be shot number 2 because Irvin said it too
That's
when
a
he got
lie.
up and walked away. That was
it?
supposed to be another shot. So we're at 2 shots that we're supposed to take. So we can
Why would
consolidate them at the end of the show, or we could just try to do it now. If we do it now, we're
okay,
not
you
gonna make it
pour
through the
up
show.
while I tell the story.
you
So
trying to
we're
censor us?
at Jack in the Box. We pull up, we order our food, and we're waiting for just like crazy
Forever.
time. There's
Yeah.
no reason that
It's
a
Jack
fast
in the
food
Box.
place should. But even with Jack in the
Right, I
Box
was about to say Jack in
standards,
the-
which are extremely
And
low,
nobody was high.
nobody was high.
Okay.
There were, and it was fully staffed. Remember that?
Mhm.
Rob? It was fully staffed.
We were,
It
like,
was
we were looking like, yo, there's people in there. Why is it taking this long?
It's mad people in there. It's 3 a.m. Why in the hell is it taking so long? And then I was like, and then my ex and I were like, holy shit, they're about to rob us. I said, we need to take off. This one right here, I ain't got my food yet.
Priorities.
I want fucking
He's
tacos,
like,
bro.
If I don't eat, I'ma die anyway.
Damn. I don't have the energy to run. So
they either gonna kill
My
me
thing
now
was-
or I'ma die from
My
not
thing,
eating.
listen, my thing was, why the fuck
either way is painful.
why we running and we got guns in here? They gonna come out with 1 gun. We got 4 in the vehicle.
We carry the guns not to actually shoot people on, like, we don't want to shoot people.
And they have
We
to be
just
in the
wanna
trunk,
prepared
right?
In case we have
Nah,
to.
they never in the trunk. You
They
from St.
supposed
Louis,
to
they
be
never
in
in
the
the
trunk.
trunk.
No, they're
Yeah.
That's
not
why I
person.
said they're supposed
Nah.
to be in the
Oh, yeah,
trunk.
They're
yeah,
on
yeah.
our person.
So
That's
yes,
not a thing.
I was trying to help you not
No.
implicate yourself.
No.
But your
It's okay.
Well,
It
this
don't
is a
happen.
pass.
Yeah, this is a
your
pass.
friend
This is before they found the Lord.
And I also want to point out,
This is
I
before
also,
I gave
I also,
like
my
found them.
life to Christ.
I also want to point out, shots up.
Shut up.
There we go. Y'all do me
Oh
a
my
favor and
God.
just shut the fuck up the rest of the show because I can't keep doing this.
Okay.
I also want to point out that during this trip, her ex-husband got pulled over while we have this fucking arsenal of guns in the car. Her ex-husband is a dark-skinned black man
With face tattoos.
All right.
Not like 1 or 2. So it's like a whole
That's
fucking.
enough.
It's like the whole.
Did y'all
clap-
practice that for
No.
years?
No.
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 But I knew where he was going with that, and I
Also,
felt like
With
Her-
face
I had
tattoos.
to
Excuse
join
me, I just
in.
want to say this also. It's the way that everyone describes him.
Listen,
But go
her
ahead.
husband, her ex-husband fits every fucking stereotype and every description. And
But he's a kind, educated man.
he's very
Facts.
smart, very, very
He
smart,
is.
very well spoken. He's a poet, he's a writer, he's a rapper. The brother, he the knowledge is there,
Yes.
okay. But it's just the appearance when you first see it, you'd be like, I ain't got no loose change on me, my boy.
Jesus.
Like,
he's.
Okay.
I ain't got no.
I mean,
Fair enough.
I hate to say this, but he's definitely the type of person like you hold your purse a little tight.
I clutch my wallet.
Listen, I'm not going to
I
let y'all
clutch
do
my
that.
wallet in the house.
I'm not
You
letting y'all
two
do
colored
that.
motherfuckers
First and
right now.
foremost, I don't let the white people do it, so
I
I'm
mean,
not letting the black people do it either.
I do it just because.
hate to say this, and
I
please,
will.
I mean,
No disrespect.
No
But
disrespect.
I mean it
But
with
all
the utmost respect, but
Y'all ain't shit.
Move on.
Nah, we just gonna talk shit. That's kind of what we do here. We talk about each other.
I
and
mean,
other
he an
mouths.
ex now. Do it matter?
Yes, that's
Oh,
still the father of
Well,
her son.
yeah, he's ex-husband and father of my children.
I was trying. I
I
was
just
trying
tried-
to make
I
him
tried
fair
not-
game.
He's not fair game.
Stupid
I
blood.
can give you some fair game.
Oh, well, Texas shit.
So we can talk about the one with my dad. Do you remember my dad making my second husband? And he was like,
No,
you may
do
not.
tell us. Don't
Okay.
stop talking in code. He don't know what you're talking about, and we don't
so
either.
I'm gonna say this, and it
No,
was
no, she's not
super-
gonna say it right because he told it to me.
Oh, wherever you tell
Oh,
us
you
it.
tell
Sorry,
it.
you tell
So
it.
Dana's father ain't shit. Let's put that out there.
Did he ever
He is
claim
the
to be?
no, but
Okay.
he's
No,
the
he's
best
never.
version of ain't shit you will ever meet.
In a good
So-
way. He's an amazing person.
Yeah, amazing, hilarious.
Hilarious.
If he was our age, he would be our friend.
That's
Okay.
Okay.
I fucks with
That's
that.
the truth.
Dana's ex-husband was Haitian, and this was his
Was
first
it?
time.
I
Yes.
forgot
Yes.
about
Yes.
this.
Yes.
Nigga, I forgot he
Yes.
was one of the exes.
Yes. Yes.
You gonna have a reunion show with all your ex-husbands on one couch.
This particular
And then-
husband, we never actually consummated the marriage, so it didn't count.
Listen.
It was a no.
It counts.
It counts.
It counts.
She don't think hand jobs count. It
Listen,
counts.
it's because he wasn't circumcised. It looked like it's the extra skin was doing this over the head.
Oh.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Sidebar.
Yeah.
Dana's father come to me because this is the first time the Haitian guy has ever been to America. He said, and I'm going to do Dana's daddy
It
voice
wasn't
because
the
Dana's
first time
daddy
he's been to
voice
America,
is
no.
very smooth. And he kind of talk like this. He's like, yeah, this motherfucker come in here. He up here turning on water and everything. He ain't never seen running water. Say this, so this nigga went into the backyard. He out here pitching pigeons back on. So, but you won't believe this.
I remember now.
He said he was running, picking up dirt like, oh my God. Oh my God. It's American dirt.
Yo,
Whoa. When I tell
Dana,
you,
I
when
need
I
to
tell
be
you-
dad. Like,
Hey,
yo.
I just looked at him and shook my head. I said, I can't laugh right now.
Yes, you can. You
I
grin,
gotta
you in.
hold on.
Screamed.
I'm about to say-
And I repeated it to everybody.
I
that
feel
was
like
in the
you
Everybody.
screamed. You
Even
ran
at the
around in a
wedding.
circle.
He was at the wedding. Hey, y'all, real quick.
Let me tell you this joke.
This motherfucker said.
I feel like Irvin, when
Pigeons back
you
home.
gave him the mic at your wedding and Irvin told that story.
No, I was like, well, we're here again.
Yeah.
Don't do her, sweet baby Dana.
Hello,
Baby Dana.
hello, friends. Good to see you guys once again.
Dana's side. Now for the groom side, nice to meet you.
The groom, that's why we
Right.
have 2 people over there. Great to meet you.
Right.
Not 2 people.
The other 400 people.
We use
Nice to see
we
you
use
again.
the same invites. We just turned the car stock over and we just.
You just drew a line.
we
Drew a
drew a
line.
Don't, look, don't do Dana.
Asshole.
Don't do Dana on
Don't do our sweet baby Dana, Irvin.
And you
Dana
laugh
a saint.
too.
She a
No,
saint.
wait.
You grin, you in. You can't defend her. You shut up, Irvin, and you be quiet too.
You the one who said strike the line through
You
it.
did. That was hilarious.
was
Irvin
good.
was about to
mommy
say it. I was just
says
helping.
That I should.
Welcome to Dana
She
and
said-
Kevin. I mean, Tyrone. I mean,
Okay.
David. I mean,
Let me tell you something.
number 4. Fuck it.
It's so much whiteout over that first name. It is late. You know how you put that little stick
There's
on
a
your-
reason they made the tape come because of that.
First of all, my mommy says.
My mommy
that
says.
It's okay. My mommy says, babe, it's okay that you were married a couple of times. 3. And because there are some women out here who aren't lucky enough to get married once.
That's facts.
That's
You
true.
are an
Facts.
amazing person, and your 4th husband will be the one.
I feel like you're not really marrying these niggas.
I feel like Mama is also laughing with us.
Well,
Yeah,
here's
Dana's
the
like,
thing.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
think that we don't give Dana enough credit for being a trailblazer because she has successfully figured out how to not marry niggas but lease them. And that's
Nope. Dana. Hit him,
Once-
Dana. Hit him in the face.
once this nigga gets 1,500 strokes, he's going back.
He's like a used car. Your warranty's up, sir.
Okay.
This is $14.99.
This nigga they got 1,400 strokes and you out. You out.
Don't
it.
take that.
It's been
Don't
enough.
take that.
It's all right.
You know what? Hashtag I'm with
Because-
Dana.
Thank you, Fear.
Y'all need to stop.
Thank you.
This is like
I thought you were talking
bordering.
about the lease thing. I was
This
like,
was
nigga, do we need to talk?
no. This is bordering insensitive, and I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
I'm
Dana.
never gonna get my 4th husband if we keep going here.
You know
I'm
what?
trying to goddamn motherfucking help you.
You're right, Ferris. Sis, I'm just saying, back me up.
That's right. She's amazing. Obviously, 3 people was like, she's amazing.
Listen.
So also
That says
you.
a lot about a person that multiple people would say, I want to marry you, and one person was like,
Yes.
I need to be in America. And if they would,
Hit him, Dana. Hit him.
I hate you
Hit
so
him.
much.
Hit
I
him.
was still off.
Can we
I was
tee
still
off?
off.
Ugh.
But I wouldn't do that to you on your show. You make that noise.
It's
become a meme. You become a meme.
Dana, it's okay. It's my show. You can do what you.
Oh,
Girl,
no.
fuck you. She trying to quit the show, just so y'all know.
I have not tried to
She
quit.
trying to quit y'all. She
Lie.
trying to
Farron
leave
is
y'all.
not
No.
a quitter.
I have not tried to quit. Okay, I am a quitter.
She
but
might be
I
a
have not
leaver.
tried to quit this show.
A lever, not a quitter.
I have not at all. Why would you say that? Hey, friends, there's so much going on in the world, whether it's stuff you're excited about, like holidays, or stuff you'd rather not think about, like cleaning up after the holidays. You can't always control the vibes out there, but you can always control the vibes in your head with a pair of Raycon wireless earbuds in your ears. Whether you use them to pump up, wind down, work, or work out, Raycons are my go-to for on-the-go audio. And the new everyday earbuds look, feel, and sound better than ever. There's also an all-new awareness mode for when you need to listen to your surroundings instead. That's pretty cool. So get your Raycons right now. More to the Story listeners can get 15% off their Raycon order at buyraycon.com/story. That's buyraycon.com/story to save 15% on Raycons. buyraycon.com/story. Enjoy.
We 20 minutes in. We need to talk about what we gonna talk
Bite
about
your
today.
Oh, what are we
Right,
talking
what are we
about?
talking
What are we talking about?
Oh, so it's perfect.
Perfect.
It's-
Perfect with an H.
With
Perfect.
It's perfect with a rolling R. Perfect.
Perfect. So the topic today is not liking your spouse's friends.
What?
Oh, so it's about Farron.
No.
So you can like us. We are amazing
no,
people.
no. It's just about that whole dynamic. Like when you start a new relationship, like you're not just getting that person, you're getting all the people that comes with them. And it's like juggling those new relationships. And what do you do if you don't like those people or they don't like you? Yes.
Do they have to?
Yes.
Do your people have to like
Do
your
you
people?
do you have to like your spouse's friends?
Yeah, I don't think you do.
Like them, but okay, there's levels to like. So let's maybe
Tolerate.
talk
I will-
about
I
yes.
will explain myself. I will explain what you're saying when you explain yours.
Did you say I explain what you said when you explain yours?
Yes.
Okay.
I feel like these shots that Dana has taken
To be fair,
hitting
like I
a
said,
little harder than
We started drinking
We did
at the
start.
other place. We've had bottomless mimosas.
I know what she means. It's okay.
Okay.
So basically, like he's had, like you guys, I loved y'all immediately. Like it was no big deal. I
Naturally.
am interested to find out because I know that y'all would tell me the truth, what y'all felt about me. But before we get there, he did have friends that I did not like immediately.
Yeah.
And it was just certain things that I saw in them that he didn't see, that
Yeah.
it took a minute. Then he was like, you know what? I see what you mean. Or it was like, you just don't have to be around them because I don't see what you mean. And y'all just don't
No,
meld,
yeah,
but
that's a
I
real
do.
thing.
So
That's a real
type
thing.
of situation. Right. So, and it also goes into the conversation we had earlier about how he felt about one of your exes and just, like once. So, and how. And so
What
how.
language is that?
Mama.
Mary.
That is Mama
Married
Bella.
mama.
Which is why we thought you would recognize it, little mama.
Oh,
Hey.
hot motherfucker.
Did you say Gagger?
Dagger.
Oh, I was like, Jesus, calm down. You'll see him in a minute.
It did. I heard Gagger too. I heard Gagger.
Gagger.
Two freaks. I don't even know what the fuck that is.
I
Oh, you know what a
speak-
gag ball is, fun boy.
I
I
speak
don't
it.
know. I don't know. I
So
don't think
you
I
mean
do.
to tell me you ain't never been teabagged?
I'm well,
She-
when your
Farron
mother
is a-
brought out her flatulent balls, I let her dangle them in around my chin.
This episode is off the rails.
This is bad.
Flatulent
all.
balls.
This is going somewhere. I don't want it to.
This
But
is
you going somewhere
getting
you
out of
wanted
control.
to?
I don't want it.
Oh, you don't want it to?
Shout out to all the more moms that's in the building. Sherry
Yes,
Barnes,
yes.
Simone,
Hey, more
Ernestine,
guys.
MTM TV. Some of you guys were here for the movie day yesterday. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all pulling up. Now, back to what you were saying.
Yes. So in that, just the balancing that relationship? Like, what are you supposed to do? Speaking right now, specifically from the spouse's standpoint. So, Dana, to hear, y'all get it. From the spouse's standpoint, what do you do when you don't like your spouse's friends?
Well, personally, I don't hang out with them. And I also let my spouse know, or any spouse that I've had know, like, this is why I don't particularly care for this person. One instance where my ex-spouse had a friend that was jealous of him, but he didn't realize. I don't think his friend knew he was jealous of my ex-husband. I don't think he realized that. And I know that my ex-husband didn't realize that he was jealous of him. And in his actions, things will always come back. And I'm like, this should never, ever leave the two of you.
Facts.
This should never leave the two of you.
Facts.
He should not be out here doing these different, or saying the things that he's saying, and it gets back to you. First of all, it's hurtful.
Yeah.
When you're in a trusting relationship, that goes for friendship, brotherhood, sisterhood, all that kind of stuff. I should never hear my life
coming from
another
lips.
person's lips.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We'll fight.
Then
We'll
you
straight
hear
bang.
it, and then you hear it come back from that other person's lips with the envy attached.
Yep.
And that makes me disconnect.
Yeah.
I'm disconnecting, and I'm like, listen, you can hang with this person. I love you. I'm gonna love this person regardless. I don't have to like you though.
Yeah.
I don't have to like you. I don't have to hang out with
Don't have to
you.
deal with
You're
you.
I
better
don't
than
have-
me. I'm
Yeah,
saying
I'm
that.
gonna love you. I'm never gonna see any harm to you. I'm gonna love you. I will do anything for you and your children. But do I have to give you my time? No.
And here's the thing about it too, that sometimes when you love people, you can see what they don't see. You understand what I'm saying? Because when your friends love you enough, like I can see the hate in the people that you call in your friends' eyes, because I see how they look at you when you're not looking at them.
Yeah.
And you got to watch it. Like to piggyback what she talk about, we talk about a lot of stuff all the time. And if it was ever gotten to the point where some of my private, personal things that will hurt me fell off your lips and it came from somebody else, we fighting on sight. I'm not that nigga. I'm not that nigga. Like
That's a form of betrayal.
Let him know.
You
Let
know,
him
we
know,
have
friend.
fallen clean out.
Yeah.
We no longer cool. I would treat you like an inanimate object in a room, and we are falling clean out, moving forward.
And
You
I
get what
want
I'm
to
saying?
be clear in this, because sometimes people come to you with like gossip.
Yep.
And I'm the type of person, I'm not entering into that conversation. I'm not correcting you. I'm not here to be this person's defense attorney.
Yeah.
But what I will do is say, don't talk to me about that.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
That's not the conversation we need to have. I'm stepping off of it.
Yeah.
And some people who you're friends with will get offended that you didn't fight for them in that situation.
Yeah.
Well, also, friend, you put yourself in a situation and you put your business out there to the point where it's getting back to me. So that's some accountability we have to deal with.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
But yeah, so there's that
Fuck
point
that
too.
shot.
So basically, what?
I said, fuck that shot. I'm sitting here like, yep.
Yeah.
Yepers. That's it. Yepers.
Yeah.
Everything's an S.
Basically, you're like, I'm just collecting receipts so I can take them back to you and prove to you why you shouldn't fuck with this person.
No, I'm not even doing that, because I feel like you're a grown-ass man or a grown-ass woman. I can tell you exactly how I feel about this person, because I'm not secretive about that. The biggest thing with me is, and where I messed up in life, I think, is being too honest with too many people.
Yeah.
Listen, we are not cool. If something happens or whatever, of course, and you call me, I'm gonna know that you need me and I'm gonna come through. We're not cool though. Don't call me and text me every single day. I love you as a human being, whatever. But we're not cool. You know,
we
We're
have a
not
friend.
friends.
We have a friend, like without mentioning any names, like I fell out with this person for like 7 years. Like, but nobody knew we fell out, because if I love you, I love you with my whole heart.
That's the truth.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't want to see anything happen to you. I don't feel any kind of way about it.
Right.
However, we just not cool anymore. You get what I'm saying? And when you're not cool with somebody and you upfront and about you not being cool with them, then they don't understand when I say, like, if Rob, like, I remember Rob had this conversation. Let me finish the story.
Twice.
And he said it twice, too.
Twice.
Let me finish the story though. Like Rob and I had,
That's
Tahir and I had this
Mr.
conversation
Tahir.
even before he got married. It was like, yo, if I ever did anything to disrespect your wife, you have every reason to
Correct.
curse me out and fight me like a dog in the streets.
Correct.
Because at the end of the day, that's your wife.
Right.
And to Tahir, when your wife sees somebody that is not good for you, pay attention to that because we walk through life with these blinders on,
That's real.
not focusing on how people really see us. And sometimes people in your life for a great reason, and they also there to teach you a lesson.
Yeah.
Like you can't have these kind of people around you all the time. Everybody, that's what I was gonna say what you said. Everybody don't deserve access to you.
No.
Yeah.
Everybody don't deserve access
And
to you.
that's something I'm learning today.
But okay,
yeah.
so what about the situations where these are like years long developed friendships like this? That friendship is older than your relationship with this person.
It doesn't
That'll mean
matter.
nothing.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. The friendship I'm referring to, they knew each other since like middle school.
Yeah.
But again, I don't even think that this particular friend knew how jealous he was. I really don't. I don't think it was malicious. I think it was just something subconscious. It was something that he himself couldn't help. But the thing is, as long as he's unaware, then he can't change his actions.
Right.
He can't change his behavior.
You're right,
And that means he's going to
right.
continue to hurt you in public with something that absolutely should be private between the two
Facts.
of you.
Yeah.
That's facts.
You know, and so and that was the only reason I expressed that to him is because you, as his friend, and you recognizing it, that means you have to talk to him about that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Because he needs to correct that behavior. We're talking about going to bigger places.
Yeah.
And as long as this person is out here doing these things on your name, you need to address that.
Yeah. And people will weigh you down, like
Yeah.
in your
So,
climb.
like, I feel like there's stages to it. Sorry, pause. You were about to say something. What were you about to say?
I can't remember. Go ahead.
Okay, good job. So I feel like there's like stages to it because at first, especially, I don't know if men experience this, so I'll say it and you let me know. But I know that women, like initially when we're faced with an issue, we like try to talk ourselves out of it. Like,
Yes.
no, that's not what it
Not what it
is. That's not
is.
what I
Yeah.
see. Like you try to rationalize it, you know, is it that time of the month? Like you just try to add all these other things, like maybe that will help explain what you're feeling. Because I know that there was a friend of his that I'm like, this person's energy shifted. One point I was welcome and it was cool, but then something turned. And I don't know what it was. I couldn't even quite put my finger on it, and trying to explain it to him, I just sounded fucking loony. Like I just sounded crazy as hell. And so I was like, I don't know how to explain it, how to put my finger on it, but the energy shifted. And it wasn't because of me, because I greeted with the same and I don't know if it was a bad day or what, but then every like the encounters after that were the same. And so I was like, maybe there's something there.
Yeah.
And I don't.
And you don't know what
I
it
just
is.
distanced myself, but it was such a close friend of yours, of Tahir's that I was like, you know, maybe I just
This when you
need
first
to
moved out
fall
here?
back. Yes. I
Okay,
was
I
like,
didn't know
maybe
you
I
were.
need to fall back. But then it's also like another added insult to injury with this. It was like, this was a woman.
Oh.
So I also
Yes.
know that he tends to be oblivious to women.
Yes. Most
like
men are, though. Most men are.
Inner workings, like, you know, Dana, you know, women, we pick up on that because we
Absolutely.
know how we are. And so I was like, it's something there.
Which I never saw.
And
Like I looked at this person like a little sister.
you didn't know that your
Gotcha.
mama hated me. So
Emma Jean
and
another
that's
don't.
episode
First
First of all,
from
Emma
another
Jean is a
day.
saint.
Emma Jean don't hate her.
Because you're a man.
But that's something
You're
that
not
I've actually
you're
been
not married to
talking-
her son.
I've actually been talking to
Well, it's
Irvin
something we've
and
been wanting to
Tahir.
tell you about this. And the show is the perfect time to do it.
I've actually been talking to Irvin and Tahir about that and how much men completely miss. And like knowing, like a woman knows a woman. So she absolutely can recognize when a woman's being devious and manipulative and inserting an issue, basically manufacturing a whole situation where one doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Just to make sure that another person is completely out of the picture. We notice that kind of stuff. We will know that.
Yeah.
And it's amazing to me how men don't listen to women when
Oh,
we
talk
know
of
women.
right?
But
and
wh-
we just look like jealous little
But wouldn't
crazy
that be the
bitches
same?
running around. It's like, no,
Wouldn't that
you
be the
are
same with y'all,
missing
though?
so
Would that
many
be the same with
signals.
y'all?
Yeah.
No,
What'd
so
you say?
it wouldn't
That
be
would
the
be the same with y'all
it
because
wouldn't be
you
the
could
same
tell
with
women.
us because we don't have that type of deviousness, that type of malicious.
No, I'm not talking about you all as like you two in here, like not semantics, but like with women in general, like you can tell them about a person and be like, yeah, that's a no. You understand what I'm saying? And they would still like some people have to touch the stove to realize it's hot. And you got to listen. You got to let grown people be grown
That
people.
part. I've tried to help so many people in that, and because like you said, like I try to genuinely help people, and I've seen women try to talk to guys. I'm like, listen, I speak nigga in 5 different dialects. I'm telling you, this nigga gonna nig.
Yeah.
He gonna do this, and this. No.
He's
sure enough.
Yeah.
Sure enough.
It is so crazy that you say that, because I know we've had conversations, and you would say just hey, kids school, but
On a Sunday?
they call every Sunday
they
with
give
like the
updates.
weekly updates.
Oh, okay. I like that.
She's
So
like, great. I
nice.
love that for
Love
you.
that.
But I know, like, even when we were just in friend mode and we would talk about relationships or people we were dating or whatever, and I would tell him, like, oh, that's what this bitch mean. Like, this is what it is. So, be careful. Go in peace. And like, that would be but he wouldn't see it. And then he would come back later on some, like, you was right.
It's same thing over here.
Hey, she was blocking, Rob. She was blocking. She like, these bitches ain't gonna be his wife.
Because
Chapo,
I wouldn't even try to stop him, because I'm like, yo,
She was merely right.
that is your dick. Like, you're gonna do whatever you see fit with it. So, but this is what I see.
Mine.
Go for it. It was, babe.
was.
Go
No
in peace.
longer.
Like, go forth.
That's no longer the case.
But then, later when we would talk about whatever situation it was like, so yeah, she did exactly what you said she was gonna do.
Yes.
And it's, so it's like I get it, but for
Right.
some reason, once we transitioned over to me being future potential, spouse, then it was like, girl, you just jealous.
No.
But you got to realize too. I was gonna say this earlier when you had said something. When just because you've been knowing somebody for a long time, don't mean they're your friend.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
And it doesn't mean you actually know them.
And it don't mean you know them. And sometimes people can walk into your life and go, oh, this is what a friend's supposed to do, or this is what a person's supposed to do. Like, so just because, and that's for anybody that's listening, just because you know somebody, I have people that I've known that I consider family. I've been knowing them since I was 5 years old.
Yeah.
We are the most hood people you ever meet, but they know I don't be on that hood shit. Hey, you watch your tone, young lady. They know I don't be on that hood shit like that. But
oh, wait. He said Rob 3 times.
I said
I'm going to
it
let
twice.
you finish. No, you said it 3 times.
I almost said it 3.
You said 3
No,
times.
you said it 3.
Y'all
You
some
almost said it a
haters,
4th,
man.
and we never took our shots.
I
Yeah.
want to shout out my friend who gave me that lesson. She's 14 years older than me. Her name's Marilyn. Y'all know Marilyn.
Yeah, we love Miss Marilyn.
Yeah,
Miss Marilyn.
we know
Yeah.
Miss Marilyn. But Miss Marilyn was the first person to say, listen, time does not equate to an actual friendship. And I was like, but we're friends. I had tears in my eyes because a girlfriend had completely betrayed me. And and I was like, but she has to be my real friend because we've been friends since we was 11 years old. She was like, no, baby.
That's
no,
not how it works.
that's not how
No.
that
Right.
works. And
Yeah.
I was super young. I was saying super young, but 27, 28, learning that. And that shit broke my heart.
Listen,
Yeah,
a lot of
absolutely.
times people you outgrow people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And there are some people who will be in your life for a lifetime. There are some people that'll be there for seasons. And it's hard for me to let people go that I love, like genuinely
that's a
love
real
and
thing.
care for. But and because of that, sometimes I will turn a blind eye
Yes.
to the hate or
The
the
bullshit.
disrespect or
Yes.
whatever it may be, right?
Yes.
And so a fresh set of eyes would peep that from the jump, like, yo, you see what
Yeah.
this motherfucker say? I was like, no,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Because we want to love that person because
Yeah.
especially moving to a place like LA where I didn't have any family or friends or anything like that. This was my family until I came back and saw y'all, I saw her, I saw my actual family. So, you get this new person in here and they're telling you, no, this motherfucker is this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
You're like, nah,
Right.
that's my nigga.
Yeah.
Right? But
Nah, that's the thing.
it's because you're not seeing it, right?
Yes.
You're kind of, you're blind to a certain degree to all of some of the disrespect that the person may be exhibiting to you. So
Yeah.
Blind, and let's not leave out the needy part because you need certain, I guess, companionship, and you need especially when you move out somewhere by yourself. My very first time having to be in the world without you guys, right? So when both of y'all moved to different states,
yeah.
I didn't have my closest friends. So
Yeah.
then that made people get made me bring in people closer than they would have normally have gotten.
Yeah, I ain't like that shit either.
Yeah.
Dana would call. I call her. She be like, "Yeah, ma, what's such and such? Yo, step outside with me. Who the fuck is man's right here? Yo? Who's man's right here, yo?"
Yep.
I was like, "Hey, yo, nah, fuck that, man. I'll be home. I'll be home in a week. I'll be home in a week. Fuck
And
that."
you also got to realize too that sometimes new people come into your life, and you have to watch because people are manipulative
Oh, my God.
based off the status that they think you have. So they will come in and manipulate a situation and cause friction between some of the old people in your life, so they can take a new space
That
in your
part.
life.
Can we
that
talk
will
about-
happen.
Do the fucking
Can we
Justin
talk
Timberlake
about
from
people-
Facebook.
Ooh.
Can we talk about people doing research before they actually meet you?
Wow.
Wait, what?
I mean, I can't make this shit up. I met this guy, and I thought he was my age. He looked my age, but that's neither here nor there. We were talking.
That's
we were
'cause you
texting
be
back
looking
and
at
I was
their
about to
waist
say,
before.
and not only that,
Yeah, stop looking at their waist
Um,
first, Dana.
Shut the fuck
you're probably
up.
comparing their looks to yours because you still got that baby face.
Yay, thank you, Mary. but no, he looked like his range. But anyways, I found out. I'm like, listen, finding out in the conversation, he was like 30. Okay, and I'm like, look, you just like a couple years older than my kid. so what I'm gonna have to do, I'm gonna have to back off. Right. I'm gonna have to back off this conversation because you probably were a senior when he was a freshman. And so what I'm gonna do is we can be cool. You can hit me up if you need any advice with women. You say you want a wife, I can help you with that. And he went the fuck off. I mean, he was a hotep. He was absolutely a hotep. Found that out after the fact, and he went completely.
Look at him. He's like, who was this person?
I'm
Look
thinking
at it.
too.
He loves.
Y'all don't know who he was because it never came out. I met him at the hospital when my dad had a heart attack.
Wait a minute. So you up there with your dad, making sure he's okay.
Yes.
And you happen to stumble upon some hotep dick.
He like,
You was like,
It wasn't.
Ashe, sister.
hey, sister, let me kick some dollars to you. Let me.
She was in a vulnerable place. He called her queen. She went
Nobody ever called me
I was a
queen.
vulnerable queen.
in St. Louis. A million niggas called you queen.
I'm always getting called queen.
Right.
Look at sister, you are the moon and the sun
Right.
to the stars.
See, you don't know your worth,
He didn't
sir.
give
You
me
don't
that.
know my worth.
He didn't give me that at first. I didn't realize he was a hotep until I rejected him. That was when he told me this is why I don't fuck with black bitches.
It's
Sir?
switching so
Wait,
fast.
Sir,
How are you calling me a bitch and being a hotep at the same time, sir?
Let's make sure that there is not a negative connotation on the word hotep. We're talking about a particular group of people in a particular group of places that are extremists in the things that they believe.
Thank you, Irvin, for
That's
those for the
I
small
appreciate-
print.
no, that
I
makes-
appreciate it.
that makes a difference.
Thank you so
Yes.
much.
Yeah, because we
for the
definitely
small
are not.
print.
It's not a blanket statement in the sense of that. It's more of a worldly experience on our behalf of the guys that toe the line but aren't fully committed.
Yeah.
And you see a
Correct.
lot of that. You see a lot of that, man.
Correct.
I remember my first
That's a wonderful way to
experience
put it.
with one. It was kind of like
Kind of like a shot. Here we go.
third.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, there we go.
Yes.
Here we go.
It was kind
I
of
pretend to drink mine.
Okay, you're fine.
second hand
You like
because
what?
it was a guy talking to my sister, but he was like very queen
he can't
and
handle his
he wanted to give her the world, but then he kept saying because I'm a very humble guy, and it's like
Ooh.
no one keeps saying, like he said it like 4 times in one conversation.
Yeah,
It was
that's
like,
how you know he's
no
not.
one
That's a part of
keeps
his
saying
daily
that.
affirmation.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm a
Like, are you
humble
trying
guy.
to turn into a humble
He
guy?
changed his inflections. I
Because
am a humble guy.
You shouldn't say it if you're trying to be
Yeah.
it. Like,
Yeesh.
yeah.
That's like when people announce that they're a grown ass man or a grown ass woman.
Right.
I'm a grown ass woman. You do know
I'm
that's
40
a given.
years old.
Actions speak louder
That's a
than
given.
words.
Are you trying
Yes.
to tell? Are you trying to convince yourself you're 40?
That's what it is.
I will say this about Farron. I
Ooh.
had dated a lot of women before you. And by dated, I meant bedded.
right.
We
Might
knew.
have come to a barbecue or something like that. Yeah, yeah.
Dropping
yeah.
that freckle
Did you
dick
say
off.
bedded?
Yeah, I bet it, yeah. You know, I would bring him over to Dana's house and Dana be like, "What's this one name?" I was like, "Don't
It
worry
doesn't
yourself.
matter.
Don't worry
It
yourself.
doesn't matter.
remember
You
it.
won't see her again.
You won't. You won't. Because a car conversation would tell me everything I need to know. But I would always find my way back to Farron. And so when I told them that I was proposing to Farron, it was the first time I didn't get any pushback. Like none whatsoever. And they
Really?
didn't even
Oh
know
yeah,
you
because
like
I
that.
said I wanted to know how y'all felt.
Yeah.
I-
Yeah.
Listen, even though I
No,
call you
I-
bald head ass woman,
I knew it was was coming.
Say, Farron, bald head ass. That's
And
her,
you
not
know,
me.
you know what?
That's
I
her,
was
not
talking
me.
to the kid, and I told her you was gonna be on the show, and I was like, he's going to embarrass me, and I just have to lean in, like I just have to accept it. And then she was like, "That's the one I always call you bald head, right?" And I was like, "Yes,
Yes.
Don't do my baby.
yes, that's
You
him."
laughed
Like I
first.
just accept it. Like that's just our
First
relationship.
first of all, I told Rob, and I'm gonna tell you because
Yeah.
So we've taken one that put us at 3, and now we're back up
And
to 4
back- yes.
because of Irvin motherfucking A. You supposed to be an actor. Stick to the script, ho.
motherfucker, I'm done.
Yeah.
The script is out the
Listen,
door.
we gonna spread these motherfucking shots all over the week because we
so
still have to. We
much.
still have to.
I
This
love
gonna fuck
it.
around have to be a 2-point episode, and that way we'll
It
do the 2
definitely
episodes.
is going to be. I had already
So
made
so
it
we
that
just
way.
gonna okay, cool. So we just keep going.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Okay, what else?
Well, to
When I
answer your
first met-
question, okay, go ahead. Go
You
ahead.
want to go first?
Well,
You
my
were
answer-
already mid-sentence.
Yeah,
It
you
didn't
were
matter.
already,
It's
yeah.
All right,
Queen.
so when we went,
Said it doesn't matter. It's 2 queens, both of y'all. Ladies first, ladies
Come
first.
on,
nigga.
sis. Tell us your story.
I would curse both of these 2 homosexual men out right here, but I don't have
It's
time.
his birthday.
One is pre-op.
It's his
I don't want people
birthday
in my
and Pretty
motherfucking
Princess
Twitter
party today,
talking
so.
about transgender issues.
You don't even have a Twitter.
You-
Shut the fuck up.
Listen, I got one, but I don't use
I
it.
know your old
We
ass.
don't
though.
pay any attention to our
But
Twitter
real talk,
accounts.
real talk. When we first met, first of all, I do.
That face. I've never seen this
Hey,
face.
I called Tahir one day. I was like, so there's a such thing as Black Twitter?
In the
I found out about
16
Black
years,
Twitter
I've never
last
seen this
year.
face.
2020 is when I found out about Black
16.
Twitter.
Almost
I
17
still
years. I've
can't
never seen
find
this
Black
face.
Twitter.
Never, no idea.
Like I thought it was an
I
app you
thank God.
downloaded.
Shout out to my
Look.
team; they're amazing.
Yeah.
I had no
Amir,
idea
it
about
is
Black
still
Twitter.
incredibly hot. Is it?
It's I mean, it's the alcohol getting.
It's getting
'Cause that-
cooler.
Yeah, it's the alcohol. So no more shots for you.
My
either.
pits.
No
I
more
can
shots.
have shots if I want shots. I like shots. No.
She's done.
But no.
That's a fucking rap. Irvin, please continue. and
Okay,
then-
so what I was saying when we first met, Farron, I had told Tahir, I said, you know, I knew her from Harris Stowe. We knew
Yeah.
Farron from Harris. I knew of her from Harris Stowe. And I
Right.
remember when y'all dated the first time, and I was like, that's a good choice. Because at the end of the day, even when they get married, I come to them like, yo, if this not what you want to do, I will be the friend to go out here and be like, yo, thank you all for coming. However,
did say that.
today
Yeah.
would not
He
be
told
the
me you
day.
said that.
Yeah, and
My
it wasn't
way,
it
too.
wasn't
Really?
being malicious or
No, I
anything
know,
like
I
that.
get it.
It's like because I'm the friend that's going to go to bat for your marriage. I'm going to say, did you try counseling? Did you do this? No,
Years of-
friend,
I love that.
you dead
Years of
ass
friends.
wrong
Oh.
when you said
She's
this.
like, we're good people. So
I'm just saying, when you said this, you were dead ass wrong when you said that.
That's
You can't,
right.
Tahir, you can't talk to your wife the way you talk to me. You don't fuck me. That's your wife. So we would have those conversations. We
No,
have
that's
those
a real thing.
conversations, and you have to have people around you that have them conversations with you. And then because everybody need people in their life that's gonna check you on your shit,
That's
and
right.
not just check you, but check you privately. Because you
Yes.
got a lot of people. They get people in front of them. They have an audience, and now you want to clown. You want to try to check me today, and I'm a kind of nigga. I don't get embarrassed. Like we
I don't
embarrassing each
embarrass
other.
either.
Oh, let's go. So yeah, you was definitely go. That's why I was at the wedding. Like, look at my baby's all grown up. Even though he got us in this East St. Louis shit.
You were fully invested.
It was
Sorry,
not
but
an East
you
St.
were-
Louis.
You had us in the East St. Louis outfit, motherfucker.
Mine
No,
is
that was
different.
it was a nice cardigan and a sweater and some jeans and some hard bottoms.
I guess.
You see,
Mine
I
is
got-
different.
We look amazing. Go
Mine's
ahead.
different.
What's-
So I didn't
yes.
get a chance to meet you. I didn't get to because I didn't go to Harris.
We
Stowe.
met
I went to.
briefly
I'm
before,
sorry.
but it was like
I
so
didn't
short.
go to an HBCU. So
Your bad.
Yeah, I know
So,
that.
I didn't go to Harris Stowe. So, anyways, I didn't get to meet you before Rob told. Before Mr. Tahir told me that we were.
not
That
gonna
he
be
was like, "I'm getting married. I'm gonna propose." This is what he told me. I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna propose. Kills. I found the person. I'm gonna propose, and I was like, "Okay." I was on your side, but also being his friend. Why do you want to be married?
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you know? First
Asking
of
the
all,
hard-hitting
why do you want?
questions,
Right? Why do
yeah.
you want to be married? Why is this the person you want to marry?
Mm-hmm.
You have to have the answers to those questions before you make this type of commitment.
Mm-hmm.
Because what you don't want to do is marry somebody just to keep them.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so I was on your side, but I was also on his
Oh,
side, and that was
absolutely.
without meeting
Yeah.
you. And when I met you, I was like, "Sis,
I fuck with Farron.
she's just as sarcastic and dark as me."
And I need to get the name of her Barbara because that face.
I didn't even have one then.
That lineup? No, you had the Holly Berry. Well, it was kind of like Holly Berry's
Oh,
cousin.
talking about the bag
You
that
had the
I
bag.
just
You
had.
had the
Yeah,
bag.
you had the bangs.
Were we mad? I was born
You
with
was
the
bald
had
from
the
the
bangs.
Yo, I miss that haircut. I really do. I miss it.
But no, I was super stoked when I met you, and I've never, and my hand to God, I've never told Tahir that he made a mistake. Well, maybe you should do this. Anytime that there's anything, well, did you look at what you did here? Did you look, how did you affect this situation?
We not yes people.
No,
not at all.
Yeah.
We not yes
Not
people.
at all.
I know that. I totally get that. And I appreciate that because like I told you, you know, when we went to brunch before this, you guys. Anyone who's listening. People,
big brunch.
listener people. we ate before this, and when Tahir walked away from the table, Irvin asked me like the people he's around, like, are they okay? Like, you know, what's the deal with them? And I'm
Because I'll
like,
fight you niggas.
That's
he
right.
is 100% surrounded by love.
I love
like
that. I
the
love that.
people around him in his close circle, the people he go to when shit's not right, the people he works with, like he's around some really good people.
I love
Like
that.
I even reach out to them and just thank them for loving him the way that they do.
That's
I
amazing.
love that. Yeah.
So it's just
And
like
it
he's
feels-
around good people, and so it's good like on all sides, even because we know what St. Louis could offer. So I
Right.
thank God that it's you two
No, that's
that's in his corner.
That's the truth because we
Yeah.
was ready to bring them. We both came up in the third ward. We was
I didn't
ready
even know
to
St.
bring.
Louis had wards.
Yes, we have wards, and we came up in one of the worst.
The worst.
The
Not one of
worst.
the worst.
No,
the
worst. We came up in the third ward. You was on Redbud and what?
I was on DeSoto and Blair.
DeSoto and Blair here, and only St. Louis would understand this. I was on Penrose and Gano.
Yeah.
So
So,
I don't.
we
I don't know what Gano. I know
I
what
don't know what
Penrose
that
is.
means.
first of all,
I'm not from
let's
St. Louis.
explain it. Let's explain it, okay?
Go ahead, bro.
You have hood. You have
But
ghetto.
who's up there
Yeah.
in hood?
You have North Side St. Louis, where
Yes.
we come from. They not gentrifying it anytime soon.
No.
Ain't nobody coming over there to build a building. You can go over there right now.
So y'all ain't
and
getting no
see
Walmart
50
no time
No,
soon.
oh, absolutely
No,
not.
absolutely not.
We're not even getting a quick trip.
Let me
Yeah.
tell
All
you,
that
let
guys,
me
all they, well, I'm thinking about North Side, like St. Louis Avenue, like where I used to work at the White
Yeah.
Castle. Yeah.
Yeah.
All they got is White Castle and a couple rice houses over there.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's some gas stations.
Yeah.
See, I've never known St. Louis enough. Like I've only been there because I was like headed somewhere. I've never
There was
known
absolutely
things.
No, there's absolutely a street fight every day. There was
shootout.
absolutely a shootout every day. I've actually was sitting next to one of my girlfriends and she was shot right next to me.
Yeah. First time I saw somebody get shot, I was 7.
And let's talk about it was never addressed. They was like
Never.
They never said, Dana, how are you? You know what I mean? And also they never checked on her ass either.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
never checked. She lived, thank you, Jesus. She lived, but it was one of those things like my friend got shot in the head right here. Like, you know, you sit next to each other. One of them just go down.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
And neither one of us had a conversation.
Yep.
It was so
It
common.
was so common.
Because, like,
and normalized that we just kept moving. I went to
Ooh,
school
thank
the next
God
day.
for being sheltered.
I
Jeez.
didn't like. It wasn't until
Wow.
2019 that I realized I was kidnapped. That whole thing when they called me off the bus sipping, they took me to the abandoned house.
It was you telling the story
I was telling the
publicly
story.
that people was like, yo, you was kidnapped.
Yeah.
I was like, no, because I was a teenager. They was like, nigga,
No, that ain't how it
you
works.
still were kidnapped. And I was like, because I just thought niggas called me lacking.
Yeah.
Because that's the mentality
Yeah.
of the city because it happens so
Wow.
frequently that you don't think that this is like, oh, this song supposed to happen.
This is not,
Right,
let me
right.
tell you,
I thought this was regular.
Yeah.
it took me
No.
moving to Atlanta to realize that I was in survival mode my entire life.
Nigga.
Yeah.
So that made me
Because it's so many things that he still does today.
Like
but
lock
that
doors
he's
immediately when we get out of
done
cars.
That
Yeah.
I just did not understand
My
because of the
God.
way I grew up.
She would leave so much shit in the car.
Oh no.
Purse,
hell no.
computer,
No.
bags, shopping bags, all this shit. And I would come in the house like our car, this is at the old place, and our car would be in the parking
The carport.
carport. And I would go because sometimes I would drive in and I see if she parking. Sometimes she would park on the street for me and leave the back open for me. So I would hop out and I would see a purse in the car or a wallet in the car, a
No.
laptop and all the car.
You would've been
and trust
got.
we're in a good neighborhood.
You would've been
we were
got.
we were in a good neighborhood, but it's still I come in the house with this energy like, yo, we've already talked about you leaving
Yeah.
your person. Why do you
Yes.
keep doing this?
Yeah.
I didn't
Nah,
think
that's a
anything of
whole
it. I had to
thing.
run and use the bathroom. I was like, you can't do that type of shit.
Nope.
But it was
Or-
because I was in such
Survival
survival mode. I
mode.
never clicked out.
Yep.
And like we were just running around the corner, and because I was with him, I just ran out the door. I didn't have my wallet, purse, nothing. And I just went with him, and he's like, you don't have your ID on you. What do you mean? Like he went in on me,
Yeah.
and I'm like, but I'm with you.
Yeah,
like
it
I
don't
just
matter.
it was
don't
never
matter.
And that's from a cop aspect.
never
Yeah.
a
Like they don't
thought.
look for any reason to fuck with us.
That's
so it's
true.
like, yeah, okay. Well,
You always
if
have to
something
be
happened,
on.
I'm just gonna
You
die
always
for
have to be
her.
on.
But
But-
I'm not gonna let them talk crazy
Yeah.
to her. But you put me in a position as a black man to deal now with probably this white cop
On some
and-
bullshit.
On some bullshit because you don't
Assaulting
have
Yeah.
no license or shit.
And now I make sure, like, even if I'm just like walking across the street to the grocery store or something, I make sure I have my wallet on me. But I just never. I'm like, I'm
Let
with
me-
you, so
I
I'm
do
good.
wanna say this. That's not fair to you.
Yeah.
Like you absolutely deserve that
Yeah.
freedom
That
of your mind.
yeah.
The way we were raised,
Yeah.
it shouldn't cause anxiety for you.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
I just
no.
want to say that, like, in all
I'm on drugs
fairness-
now for my anxiety because
Yeah.
I've been living with him.
Let me explain this. Let me explain this to the listeners and the people that don't know when Tahir talk about coming from St. Louis that don't understand. There are 3 cities who always take
Everyone
first place and third
understands because of that. What you're
And-
about to
and
say
violence.
now.
and violence, and that's
Yes.
St. Louis, Detroit, and New Orleans. And if you don't come from those places, we can't explain it to you. So 10 people being shot in Chicago, that's 10 people out of 1,000,000. 10 people being shot in St. Louis, that's 10 people out of 1,000. So you have to understand. So let me explain how that worked to you all. I am the only child that my mother and my father has that has never been shot. And it's 5 of us.
Wow.
You understand what I'm saying?
Wow.
So that to put that in perspective, not to put the heaviness on the show, but to put it into perspective for. So when you come to St. Louis and you one of these cats and you bumping your guns, we not talking shit with you. We gonna go we banging or what?
or not even coming to St. Louis. Remember we was in New York?
Oh yeah, it went wrong.
And
It went wrong?
They
It went
talk
wrong.
so reckless. They speak so reckless
It's
to
so
each
hard,
other.
yeah.
And we
And
like,
one bust
Shit
a
would
great
never,
factor.
shit would never fly in
shit
St.
would
Louis.
never pop off.
Never fly in
And I
St.
was
Louis,
like,
yo.
oh shit, y'all, we gotta go.
The way they
because I
call
know
each
they
other
was about to
bitches
start
and shit.
shooting.
Yeah.
Grown man
And
calling
nothing
up.
And then they
happened
say
and
stuff like,
nothing happened.
"Oh, we don't fight. We verbally thrash you."
Verbally thrash you?
First
That
of all,
corny
there's
shit.
not an articulate motherfucker in the room
No.
that can check me.
Not one.
Not sounding like this here, buddy.
No.
I'ma slap your bitch.
And they think it's okay. Like,
Yo.
you get up in my face and you actually put your finger on me when I knock you the fuck out. You're like, she hit me. Bitch,
I thought we was banging.
You aggressive.
Because you came past fingertips. This is personal.
You right.
This is intimate space.
Intimate
Motherfucker.
space.
Yo, so real quick. This was part 1. This was life experiences.
Okay.
Our bad.
It's perfect.
Sorry, guys.
No, you're fine. Don't apologize at all.
Okay.
I love this, but we're going to continue this topic because I've really the feedback I get from our listeners and stuff, like they're like, "Oh, I've dealt with that, and I didn't think to do this." So I like to give some type of tips and things for people who are dealing with the things that we've gone through that ended in a positive way or possibly not. Like, what did we do
Yes.
wrong or blah, blah, blah. So, yes, this was part 1 in all the things we've done and some extra. So you're welcome. In dealing with your spouse's friends, or just, I guess we touched on both, dealing with your spouse's friends, and as friends, dealing with your friend's spouse. So then we're going to talk a little more technical on part 2 about how to move forth in grace and be okay with that
Okay.
person you don't like.
Mm.
So,
Lord.
yes, to be contended.
Just stop talking to him like Tahir do. This is the
You know
person.
what? I don't think we'll talk about it. I'm gonna stick a
Yeah.
pin in it. I'm gonna bring up the question right now, but I'm gonna stick a pin in it. Have I ever had a friend you didn't like?
You have many.
There was this one time. We'll see you
Stop.
next week. I want to thank Irvin and my sister Dana for pulling up for this episode.
Yes,
and we're
Dana
I'm
and
gonna answer this
Irvin.
question on the next episode, so you got to pull it back up.
Yes,
so y'all can see which one
yes.
of her
That's why I
funky
said I'm
ass
gonna
friends.
stick a
Which one
pin
of
in it.
her
Oh,
funky
my
Which one of her
funky ass friends.
that I didn't
Me.
fuck with, still don't to this day.
Still don't to this day. I don't even know who they are.
You'll find out on the next episode. We'll see you next week. Peace, guys. Thanks for watching.
Pew, pew, pew.